Welcome everybody to our Calgary Real Estate Wealth tip of the week. And this week is all about, Tim, what's it about?
Foreclosures.
Foreclosures.
We've been hearing a lot of chatter from people in the industry that the banks have been holding on to many foreclosures throughout the last 18 months to 2 years because of COVID. They didn't want to put people out on the street in the middle of COVID. So they're going to slowly release all these foreclosures back onto the market in 2022.
Yeah, so we just wanted to give you a quick tip on the process so everybody understands what a foreclosure is. First, we're going to talk about pricing the foreclosure. Tim, I'll let you do that.
So when the banks put a foreclosure on the market, they have to put it on the market at market price. So what they do is they get an appraisal in there, or they get a realtor in there to give a comparative market analysis, and they figure out what the market price is today. That's what they list it as. Now, there's also regularly scheduled price decreases. So if it doesn't sell within the first 30 days, say it was listed at 400, after 30 days it doesn't sell, they'll drop it to about 390. If it doesn't sell 30 days after that, they'll drop it to 380. So they have these regularly priced decreases or regularly scheduled price decreases, and eventually it'll get to a point where the market accepts the price and there's a buyer for it.
Yeah, and the market price could be a factor regarding the state of the property. So if the property is run down, we've seen them come on the market a lot cheaper than what's selling in that community. But you need to understand that it is at market price, taking into consideration the quality of the property. So one thing we have to tell you is that you don't have to rush out and go see a foreclosure straight away, because normally it sits on the market, Tim, for about 2 weeks. They can sit for a very long time if the price is wrong, but normally they come on the market. We go see them. Tim and I have bought foreclosures all the way up to 2.6 million. We've bought little condos in foreclosure up to $1,000. So we've done it all. We've seen it all. We've bought and we've sold foreclosures. But typically what happens, the realtors go see it. We go take our clients to see it. And then the offers get submitted. Now, sometimes it is submitted just to the lawyer's office, and other times it is submitted to the court and the judge has to accept the price. So it is a blind sealed envelope that goes to the courts. You make up an offer, and Tim, we just want to talk about what the offer looks like, because there's a lot of things crossed off on that offer.
Normally, the lending institution or the bank, they provide the offer that you put your name on. Most of that offer will be crossed out. Any guarantees, any any paperwork, any condominium documents that need to accompany a regular offer, the bank crosses that all out.
Real property report.
Real property report. So the buyer is responsible for all of those things. If it's a condo, they're responsible for the condominium documents. If it's a regular house, they're responsible for a real property report if one doesn't exist. So the onus is really on the buyer to do all of this due diligence before they place an offer. Now, you can have conditions on your offer, but it does not necessarily mean that the lending institution is going to accept those conditions.
Yeah, because the judge will take the best and final offer. So sometimes without conditions, we'll beat offers with conditions. So we have to let everybody in on that, understand what they're fully getting. And sometimes you don't know. We've sold foreclosures, Tim. I remember one for Scotiabank there. And we were actually dealing with the seller living in the property. And he was telling us as listing agents, don't think that these appliances are going to be here when I move out. He was planning to sell everything. I think he even took the fan off the ceiling and sold that as well. So you need to understand that.
Yeah, and you also need to understand that sometimes the owner, if they don't have a place to go, they will not leave on possession date. So when that happens, then the bank that's selling the property, they need to get the bailiffs in, they need to get a court order to get that person out and have them physically removed. So there may be hiccups on possession. It's just one of those things you have to be aware of when you are putting an offer in on a foreclosure.
Yeah, so we hope you like this week's tip of the week. And if you're new to us, please subscribe below. There's many more tips. We do one every week. That's why it's called Tip of the Week. And I hope you subscribe and like our channel, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, and stay tuned because we got more tips coming weekly.